to be like a little pit that you have to descend down into. Maybe with a bunch of other food stuff. Like that's the food court is near the Yogg altar. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Conan Exiles episode 91, where we're going to be finishing up our tower and working on some other projects as well. Oof, all that damage. Okay, so we're going to need we're going to need these and one of those, some of these, and we're going to need some more of these wedge ceilings as well. Okay, that should do it. So let's head over to our second tower. I sort of like the look of how everything is just, you know, stairs and... Oh, the elevator was already up. Well, I guess I could have just rode the horizontal elevator, except for the fact that I needed to get some supplies. Alright, back up, please. Alright. These vertical elevators seem to move quicker than horizontal, or do I have that backwards? Sort of seems like they do. Now, can I get this to snap over here, please? I don't... Okay, well, that's likely going to bother me a bit. We're going to let it go for now. What I will do is make a fence here. Hopefully keep me from falling off. See, it keeps wanting to snap over there. Yeah, I'm not sure why. That's okay. It's okay. We don't really need to know why. What we are going to do, though, as I said at the beginning of the last episode, is that we're going to go ahead and take this elevator back, because we're going to end up putting this in anyways, just so that we have... Because what I didn't want is a bunch of holes in the walkway if the elevator is over at the other tower, and I hadn't thought about that at first. But the more I thought about it and looked at it, the more I thought, no, it's better to have the elevator sticking off the side of the tower, even though that breaks the silhouette a little bit. Just because then you get this wraparound walkway, which is absolutely what I wanted. Let's see. So the path up to our little nook up top is going to be over here. Just like we did at the old tower. Let's see. Right, and then here. And here. Plus, we're probably going to need that stability. Okay, and that's our little area to get up here. I'm doing that. I'm doing that wrong. Right, so it's all the angled pieces. It's not snapping. There it is. Okay. You know what? Let's get some of the square roof, the rectangle roof pieces into place. That'll help us out a lot. Yes. Very good, very good. Right, that's where we're walking up, so... Not enough stability at socket. Well, we might have to go take a peek at how it worked at the other place, because I know we were able to get the stability right at the other tower. This one doesn't want to snap that way, and neither does this one. Okay, so how are we hurting for stability? That's what I don't understand. We've got walls all the way up. Even if I put this piece back into place here, doesn't look like... Oh, no, that did do it. Okay, so it looks like that was all that was necessary. Which means it's going to be tricky trying to get... Oh. Oh, another corner that just doesn't... Ooh! That gave me a bit of a jump, and now we have no light. Alright, hold on. Inside the tower, please. Now, why will you not snap over there? Yeah, we've definitely got some stability issues. Alright, so maybe we need to go down and take a peek at... the foundations. Right, there are sections where we don't have foundations, but walls on top of foundations. And that's this part over here. That's where we're having trouble with this. Ooh, I see. Okay, so that means we're going to have to get somewhat creative a little bit. We've got the start of the tower. Okay. Do I? Dare I? Ooh, I made it. Okay. Alright, well, let's go back down. Because at this point, the problem lies somewhere in the foundation. Now, I can use pillars. I can use pillars to help give everything more support on the very last little floor up there that just has roof above it. But everything should be pretty well supported. The entirety of the tower is either on foundations or on walls supported by foundations. I mean, it's snapped. These walls are snapped onto foundations. Alright, well, as I said, true to my word, I'm not going to spend all episode on the tower. I just kind of wanted to wrap it up, and I think for our current purposes, it's good as is. It's not finished, but it looks pretty close. And now we have 2 towers, which I really like, although there's no torches on that. But what I want to do, instead of messing around with that tower, because the little pieces here and there that don't want to snap or align properly, I would much rather go and mess with those while I'm not recording. And figure out the little intricacies of just exactly how I have to have the piece snapped together without spending all episode messing around with a set of pieces. So instead, we're just kind of going to go foundation crazy here for a second. See what we get. Okay, now hold on. Are these... Some of these can be placed underneath, and some cannot, it looks like. Alright, but what we can do is we can snap over here to this, right, and then see how far that will take us. Right, it still won't snap in that direction, but at least we're here. Let's see. So this is going to be more like that. We might just leave that one there for now. Do I want to start leaving these patches of dirt exposed? I had started to in some areas. I don't really want it to be all over, but I wouldn't mind a couple areas here and there that's like, oh, look, it's grass and dirt. We can always fill them in later. What I would like to do is try to tie this into that down there. Or perhaps we should just work with the flat area for now. Right, because this is where we're going to build... what did I just snap some random foundation over there? What happened? Oh, all the grinding for all these resources. The materials are going so fast. Is this an underneath sort of... no, I don't... well, because we have this cliff. No, I think we should just work with these foundations a little bit more. Alright, there we are. So like those foundations, they're not even... Again, how much grass do I leave? I'd originally planned on not really leaving any. Really? Okay, ta-ta. You're out of here, so you can just leave. What do we got here? Right, like that. Can you not... Overlapping with another object. Are you not able to... Okay, that was weird. Still working out those kinks in the system of construction. Oh, this is going to be all of our foundations. It's going to be a resin grind after this episode. What if we go like that and then this, right? Okay, hold on. See, that's more what I'm talking about. Little patches like that in the corners or up along here. I don't mind that so much. Okay, let's get these areas built here. So let's see, from here, we're going to have to tie this elevation together, and then... see, look, we've got this whole row here and there. I think this area I'm going to make flat with the other area. I'm not going to do it really low. Because we're going to need, as neat as some of the stairs and elevation changes are, we're going to need some large flat areas to start building actual buildings where we're going to have our infrastructure, you know? This is a pretty nice flat area here. Hold on. Because I wanted to do the Ymir altar over here, but... Yeah, see this cave? This cave is... Why is it still telling me repair need more coal? Okay, let's go get some coal so this message will stop flashing on my screen. It was almost like it kept flashing as if I was... Oh, that's the iron. Yeah, no, I chose poorly. Flashing as if I was hitting the button over and over again to repair it, although I was not. Alright, well, it's not popping up anymore, so we're going to go ahead and just call that good. Alright, I think here we'll start going off of the terrain from here. That way we can assess if we want like a little stair-step system down to a lower area. Because what I want to do is I want to build the Yogg altar. I want to be close to this cave here. This neat little area that you can go inside. I want this to be something cool, and then like the Yogg altar to be close to it, and it to be like a little pit that you have to descend down into. Maybe with a bunch of other food stuff. Like that's the food court is near the Yogg altar. Again, repair, need more coal, and I am not pushing any buttons that would indicate I'm trying to repair my torch. Again, Oh, because it was the last item in my offhand? Okay, well I think whatever it's doing, trying to repair every single time I do something, is giving me a little bit of latency, it looks like. So, let's get some coal. It says need more. There. Pretty sure I have plenty of coal now. But this is a nice flat area. This is a nice flat area. What we could do is we could do the Ymir altar in this direction. Maybe sort of face it near the honey. The little honey area I built. I'm thinking. I don't know precisely how close the altars can be from each other. I know there is a distance that they have to keep from each other. I don't necessarily know what that distance is. No, I don't want you there. Something has caused some sort of latency to hit me from time to time. I'm not sure what it was. Now, could the stairs just go down this way? Is that... See, we'll just build right over top of this little area here with these foundations. Right? Right like that, and then... And then here's your cave. Yeah, see? Plus, with proper stairs, this will be a nice, easy way to get up and down from where the trees are the next time I'm grinding resin. Otherwise, it's a long walk around those rocks, or I gotta try to climb one of these slippery areas. So that'll help. That'll help me out the next time I'm grinding. Should we snap over here? Connect these. I say should we, but I'm already doing it. Alright. Right, so there'll have to be some stairs for that. But I sort of... Let's see. Because if I drive off of that one there, it's going to have to be perfectly aligned to get a horizontal elevator to connect off of that tower. That could be a pipe dream. That might be. I don't know. I'd be willing to mess with it a little bit. But that's all our foundations. My goodness, I ground out so many foundations, and I felt like I had more than enough. Oh, well. Let's take the last of the square foundations. Just have 5. Okay, well then let's make some more then. I'll go ahead and use my spare parts to make more. Out of resin, we'll take 200 more. Iron reinforcements. All right. Over encumbered, you don't say. All right, let's tie these together. I'll feel really good if we can get these tied together. There's already a foundation piece there. You don't want to go under that one? Really? I feel like there's a little bit of space there, and this foundation should go right up underneath it. No, apparently not. Okay, so then we'll connect these here, and that one, this one, that one. Hey, it's getting connected! Look at that. Yeah, one there, and... No, no, no. Yeah, one there like that. Okay, so this side looks a little rough, but the terrain is sort of tricky over here. Now, we could foundation over this dirt patch. Yeah, I think I will, actually. But this one... I mean, we can always tear it down, right? Let's see what it looks like if we build it up the way I had originally intended, with these foundation pieces everywhere covering up the ground. I don't mind that. We'll leave that because this is just like what a little corner piece would have normally gone there. But I don't want the decking to just sprawl down the mountainside haphazardly. I want there to be a plan. See, I like how these stairs do this here. They diamond and fold out and make a pattern, and it would be really nice to continue that. Yeah, like this, and then continue it again, and just stair step down, and then sort of have a ledge, right? Like maybe if we built up, well, this area is going to be pretty flat-ish. So I guess we'll use our last few right here. Mm-hmm. Right. I don't know how I feel about that line. Well, we can always take the horizontal elevators down if we need to. I guess the actual important thing is that we have 2 towers now, which is pretty neat. Hopefully, once we go and start getting thralls, we'll be able to get some archers. Actually have some defenders here. Help take care of the elks for me. And the random wolf. Or ram. Okay. We'll just put the stone in here with these bricks. Sure, why not? I hear combat music. Who has wandered into my domain? Yeah, exactly. I do like that the altar of Mitra is up high and on this cliff, and with the tower in the background, it's kind of cool. What I don't know is if I want to add fencing to this area. It seems like that would, I don't know, make it a little claustrophobic. A lot of this is just going to be playing with what looks good and trying things out. Well, no, we do have a tower. Just a little piece of the roof that's not quite done. Alright, so let's get this elk over here, because I don't like you. Oh, frozen in terror. Bye-bye. So I sort of want this to be a house, or a building of some sort of structure. Not yet sure how I want to do that, though. I do want to get a marketplace eventually. It's like just an assortment of vendors. I'm thinking this would be the good area. Let's go get Ymir's altar. Actually, I think Ymir's altar is over here. And let's go ahead and put it down. Yep, and then what we'll do is we'll just put it down over here. Kind of, I don't like that, actually. Well, we could do it kind of on the edge. Alright, so let's see. If we're coming down the stairs... Look at that elk! You've got some nerve! Oh, we need archers. That is a thing. Okay, so if I put the altar like... this... could step it up to there. Although I just used all my foundations. Okay, no. That is going to end up being where we put the altar. Which means we're going to need actually a lot more foundations, which we can't really do just now without a lot more grinding. So we'll put that on hold. You! All right. What we could do... start planning for the main tower in the center of everything. See, it's starting to look... it looked cool at first, but now this area is starting to look really rough. It's just squares everywhere, you know? So what I want to do is start shaping out lines. Leveling up some areas, giving little cliffs, and basically forming intentional tiers of... yeah, like this will probably be expanded outward. That can be expanded outward. The tower I like. This has to be shaped up. Oh, really, I should have done that. I should have focused over here, but I was so wanting to drive in that direction to get a path down to the trees. Really, the lesson is that 200 square foundations are just not enough. Not enough at all. So let's work on that structure I'm talking about then. Let's see, a doorway, sure. We'll take 2 in case we mess up. Roofing tiles, no, not necessarily. And that's the problem with spending all the resin on the square wedge foundations, is now I find myself at a position where... oh, look at that. Now, why would I do stairs over there and not stairs there? But now I find myself in a position where, oh, I just need to make a couple of roof tiles, and I can't. And we could make this thing small. In fact, I do want this to be small, actually. Okay. I don't know if I like that. Because now it's like 2 doors on either side. No, we can get creative with that. I'm not gonna fret about that. Let's see what you look like if I take you up another level. And then we just get some sloped roof tiles, right? Yeah, and some ceiling tiles. Let's do that. We don't have a lot of resin, but we can get some more. Unfortunately, resin is the difficult thing to keep in reserve. I have found that it seems like the pickaxe yields the most resin, but then you end up with a ton of bark. Which I suppose there are worse things. Worse things than a huge stockpile of bark. Pardon me. I was suppressing a yawn. Oh, come here. Come here. No, that's fine. Be on your way. Be gone, beasts. Pretty sure that didn't go as planned. Right. Let's see what we can get up here. This is not going to work as I first thought it would. So we can bring you in, and you in, and you. And then, let's see, we can make one more of these. That should solve our problem. Yep, just one. Now what I'm wondering is, if I brought the roof like this, that makes sense. That... that would not work. No, so we have to go like this. And then we just got to do two angled roof tiles there. Right, and then it'll be like a little structure, and it's not just gonna sit there as a chest full of honey or whatever. Like we'll put some other stuff in there eventually. Maybe even expand off of that. That could be neat. So I feel like some of the neatest stuff with this game, as far as building goes, I should clarify, as far as building, because there's a lot of other stuff that's neat that's like combat related and exploration, but as far as building goes, you can really get some interesting creative shapes and looks. I know when I first was trying to build something large way back in the day of the mountain castle, it was very easy for me to get frustrated because the square and wedge foundations don't like to play together very well, and I felt like that kind of hamstrung your designs. But really, if you're willing to stick with it and waste a few resources learning, you can actually make some really neat stuff. It's not the best looking building, but it's a little building, and that's what I want. I want a lot of little buildings in this area. As like I said, this is kind of going to be where the marketplace is. And I might even make, just to make this all one big flat area, put all foundations here. Right. Well, what I don't want to do is I don't want to get in the habit of just making an episode that is just a bunch of foundations going down, and then lo and behold, oh look, the episode's over. So what my plan to do is I'm going to grind out a bunch of foundations and just sort of rapidly expand the foundations out to get to the point where we're ready to start building buildings and infrastructure. Because once we can build buildings, we can like have a blacksmith's longhouse or whatever, then we can tear this up and we can have a dedicated area and we can focus on getting more blacksmith thralls from our town, which is exactly what I want to do. So rather than have me have every foundation placed be on camera, we might cut through some of it next time. But that's where we're going to wrap this episode up. And I'll probably patch up that tower as well. So this has been Conan Exiles episode 90. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. So please come back next time, where after quite a bit of grinding, I hope to be able to do some slightly different, maybe more entertaining construction. But until next time, take care.